You may have already seen the first video in which we installed the Evenflo Revolve seat using the lower anchors and tether. For a seatbelt installation video, I'm going to let you join in with me while I help a new mom install her new Evenflo Revolve seat in Grandma's car. So here we go. Okay, so the instruction manual does show you how to remove the seat from the base. So I want to go over that first because you have to remove it to install the base.
Okay.
So the first thing is we're going to pull up on this, rotate it to the side. So where this little arrow, you see this arrow right here, is in line with the arrow on the base.
Gotcha.
And that's on either side. Actually, there's one right here too. So that's probably the easiest way to go. So we're going to line those up and then lift the seat out. Right there on your seat as well. So lift to rotate, then we rotate it to line up those arrows, and then we pop it out. I'll show you do have to use the top tether anchor, and that's for rear facing or forward facing. Normally for a forward facing seat, use the top tether, not so much for rear facing, but for rear facing, this one has it as well. It just provides extra stabilization. So first thing, we're going to remove the top tether anchor from down here. Okay, there's that. So for your vehicle, we have movable head restraints. So we're gonna just put this in between that, and we'll hook that up and tighten it later. But for now, we're just putting it in place. Next step, we're gonna open up this belt lock.
Okay.
So if you're using the lap and shoulder belt, what we're going to do is bring it through here. Buckle it in. We're not going to lock it just yet, but we will later. Now there's a little belt guide coming on all three pieces of this. Okay. So you can see. So 1, 2, 3. So it needs to be tucked underneath all three of those.
Okay.
That's important because if you don't have it tucked underneath them, what's going to happen is you're going to lock this down and it's going to bend these down and damage the seat.
Okay.
So it has to be tucked all the way underneath. And I have seen seats with stress marks on these because the seatbelt was installed over them.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to place that here. Then we're going to close this belt lock. Let's see, it turns from red to green when it clicks all the way down. So now it is green, meaning it is locked. It's not moving at all. It's a really tight installation. But we're not done yet. We still have to lock the seatbelt as well. This is not like, so this car seat that you had a lock off here and it did not say to lock the seatbelt afterwards. This one, if you look back at the instructions, it does say to lock the seatbelt. So you have to lock the seatbelt on this one. So once we've got a really nice tight installation there, that is not going anywhere.
Okay.
Then we come back around to the top tether anchor. Put that in. Pull that up. Done. And again, we're just going to line this up with my arrow and my arrow. It's actually too reclined right now though. You see the bubble level right here?
Yes.
It's like kind of on the edge right there. We actually want it to be a little more centered.
Okay.
And this is 4 to 20 pounds in the white, and 20 to 40 pounds in the black. So here, there's a little thing we squeeze, and that adjusts the recline.
Okay.
So there we go. So when you're rotating it to take her in and out, obviously you can do that, and then you'll rotate it back this way. If she's ever not in the car, you rotate it this way to take her out. You can't just leave it loose. You have to rotate it back into a locked position. If you leave it loose, there's a chance that it could fly off.
Okay. All right, so lock it back.
So lock it back in place. We don't want a giant projectile for everyone else in your car. has to be in fully reclined position to go to forward facing, just because of the way the angles work out.
Gotcha.
That's why it wasn't going all the way. So to actually get it out, you're gonna have to bring it back to that fully reclined position. Otherwise, you won't be able to get that arrow to line up. So when I'm unbuckling this, I like to unbuckle it first to just loosen some of the slack here, and then it makes that belt lock very easy to undo. If you try to undo the belt lock at first with it buckled in, there's still a lot of tension. So that's just easier to get it out. Yep. And then your last step is going to be to lock the seatbelt. Perfect. Not bad, right?
Yeah, not bad at all.